Hey everyone, it's Non-GMO Mom here, and I'm here to talk about 3 different brands of baby food. I have chosen all ones that come in plastic pouches. The first brand is Earth's Best Organic. My pen exploded, so ignore the purple. And also Plum Organics. And Sprout Sprout. For review purposes, I've chosen one sweet and one savory item just to get a pretty good idea about the brand. Starting with Earth's Best, I have here the carrots and broccoli and the banana raspberry brown rice puree. So just some notes about the company. They are USDA certified organic, certified organic also by Quality Assurance International. Their items that don't contain meat are kosher and vegan. Something also good to know, the packaging on these are 100% BPA free. With the glass jars, I know that there was in the past some concern about it having BPA in the top of the jar, but I'm pretty sure that they've taken that out now. I read somewhere on one of their boards that they did take all the BPAs out of the packaging, but for sure it says 100% that this packaging is BPA free. Also, no added salt, sweetener, or artificial colors. And as I said before, kosher if it has no meat, so it is, friendly if you are Jewish, for safe to eat. And also vegan for the varieties that don't have meat. Moving down the list to Plum Organics. The savory one that I've chosen is roasted carrots, spinach, and beans. And the sweet one is peach, apricot, and banana. This brand is certified USDA organic, also Oregon certified organic. Packaging is 100% BPA free, no added sweeteners, no genetically modified ingredients. That also goes for Earth's Best. Sorry, I left that out. The only thing that I found when looking up this company was they don't do accurate listing on their ingredients. So, for example, on this one it says in the front, roasted carrots, spinach, and beans. So obviously by taking a look at this, you're gonna assume carrots are the #1 ingredient and that the ingredients go from ascending to descending in volume. Going to the back, it says carrots, white bean, spinach, milled oats, organic tomato paste, and extra virgin olive oil, and garlic powder. So obviously, beans are the second most concentrated ingredient here and not spinach. So just be aware of that. Don't go solely by how the packaging is looking, because you may assume that the first ingredient is the most dense thing in here, but it's not. It could be closer towards the end of the list or even at the end. So moving on to this one, also the front of the packaging says peach, apricot, and banana. But if you read on the back, it says peach, banana, apricot. So obviously banana being the second primary ingredient and not the last. Once again, something you need to kind of keep an eye on. So Plum Organics does not have what we call accurate listing. Also, they don't say anything about adding artificial colors or salt, so it's safe to assume that there may be a possibility that they're adding colors and or salt into their food. Just something to kind of think about, keep in the back of your mind. The next one is Sprout Organics. The savory, or the more savory item, because everything tends to be a little more towards sweet in here, is the sweet potato, white bean, and cinnamon, which of course, even though I'm saying it's savory, it's obviously fairly sweet. And the banana brown rice and cinnamon. Some information about this company. It is USDA organic, Quality Assurance International certified organic, BPA free packaging, 100%. It has what they say accurate listing, which means if you see bananas, brown rice, cinnamon, the ingredients in the back, bananas, brown rice, cinnamon, in the proper order. So obviously you can assume by looking at this, the most concentrated item on here of food is bananas, and looking at the back, it is bananas, brown rice, cinnamon, and organic pears. So in this case, the only tricky thing was they added in an extra fruit, which may not be a problem for your child, but also if your child has food allergies, you're always going to want to flip to the back and be sure. Don't rely solely on what's in front of the packaging, even though the ingredients listing is accurate as far as the concentration of ingredients. In this case, they have left an ingredient out. Also with this, it's no GMOs, so GMO free. In this case, this company was founded in 2008 from the information I could find by a group of friends and a chef. It is co-founded by a professional chef, and his name is Tyler Florence. Also, so basically they're claiming that this is more palatable to your child's tastes. Now, all these are varying in price. I can tell you that most readily available, not on sale, for the best price is the Earth's Best. And followed by the Plum, and then the most expensive being the Sprout. Now, I can tell you from experience, I've paid anywhere from $1 on sale all the way up to $1, I think 25 for the Earth's Best, depending on what's going on for promotions where I purchase. The Plum Organics, I've paid anywhere from on sale as cheap as $1 all the way up to about $149, $159. I'm sure somewhere it's even more expensive, but this is always the more expensive brand, second most expensive brand, and the hardest to find on sale. Now, the absolute more expensive brand is the Sprout. These are nearer towards $2. In order for you to be able to get it $1 per pouch, you really have to be, it has to be on sale. You have to be combining promotions, coupons, and competitive pricing. So my daughter, she really only gets these when there's a lot of good sales going on for the Sprout. As far as taste goes, they're a little varying. The Earth's Best seems to be really consistent in the taste. My daughter likes most of the varieties of their food. Their consistency is good. Their consistency does usually lean towards a thinner, more runnier consistency. Obviously, I'm comparing all the stage 2 foods because that's where my daughter is at as far as eating goes. I like the foods a lot, but the only thing I don't like is some of them tend to be a little too runny, which just makes mealtime a little more messy for cleanup, but it's not a big deal. The Plum Organics are pretty thick. Most of the time they have a pretty kind of little bit more like toothpastey frosting consistency. Maybe not quite that thick, but pretty thick in general. Some of them are thicker than others. The Sprout baby food is also on the thicker texture. I only found, I think, 1 or 2 that were a little too runny for me, and they had some type of berry in them, and they were too watery. And I just basically, when I discovered that my daughter didn't like them and I didn't like the consistency, I just capped them up grab my receipt and to return them to Publix, which is where I bought them. As far as taste goes, you know, she really likes them all at this point. Obviously, they're pretty varying in flavors. I would say that probably the Plum Organics and the Sprout are more towards like sweetening. I guess not sweetening so much as balancing it out with fruits instead of just having purely vegetables, so babies do tend to prefer that. But overall, she takes them all well. For a price point, I would say Earth's Best is the best. For looking at everything and seeing, you know, honest labeling and you know, kind of putting your trust in, I would say the Sprout and the Earth's Best are kind of tied. For me, I don't really like the fact that the Plum Organics doesn't list as accurately, so I can't really rely that what they say they have is going to be what they have. And I really, when you're in a hurry, you don't always want to, you know, look on the back and go through every single ingredient and make sure it's what you want. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, anything else, you can always comment down below. And that's about it. Take care.